So it's official. We will see Keenan Allen in a Chargers jersey for the 2025 season. He has returned to a one-year contract. This is probably the biggest news in the NFL right now because the background story is very interesting. But the real question here is this move the right decision for the Chargers, or could it turn out to be a total disaster? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I will break down all aspects and analyze this move in complete detail to see what the future of the Chargers looks like. Because with Keenan Allen's return, the roster situation is going to look very different. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Bolts. This isn't just about Keenan Allen being back. This is about how it happened, why it happened, and what it really says about where the Chargers are headed right now, under Jim Harbaugh, under this new front office, under a new philosophy, or what we thought was a new philosophy. Now, if you were tapped in earlier this offseason, you remember what happened. The Chargers moved on. Keenan Allen got traded to the Bears, right? The team was going younger, clearing cap space, turning the page, no more bloated contracts for aging receivers. It was about the trenches, about identity, about building a new foundation. So, that was the story. Keenan Allen, gone. And most fans, they processed it. Some were upset, obviously. This guy meant a lot to the franchise. But there was a logic to it. New regime, new direction. And now, he's back. Here's the thing. Keenan Allen reportedly wanted to be back. He made that clear to the Chargers. That's important. He wasn't forced into this. He reached out. So, when you hear people saying, why would he come back after being traded? It wasn't the Chargers begging him to return. It sounds like it was the other way around. And now he's here on an $8.5 million deal. A short-term one. One that could have happened back in March. That's part of what makes this all even stranger. Because when Keenan got traded, he still had 1 year left on his deal. The Chargers saved, what, over $20 million in cap space by moving him? That was part of the whole offseason reset, so why not just renegotiate then? Why wait until after OTAs? Why wait until this offense starts to build something with the new group of wide receivers? Why wait until right now? That's what's got people spinning. Because if this move had happened earlier, even right after the draft, you could sell it as strategic. You could say, hey, we got our rookie, we like the group, and we're bringing Keenan back on a short, clean deal. But doing it now, after weeks of seeing the WR room take shape, just raises questions. Did something go wrong with the development of the young guys? Did someone get hurt? Was there internal pressure? So to suddenly bring Keenan Allen back in, it kind of undercuts the original narrative. And it makes people ask, is this a full reset? Or is it win now? And look, we've got no problem with Keenan as a player. He's a franchise icon, one of the best route runners in football. He's smart, he's tough, he's got chemistry with Justin Herbert. That's not the issue. The issue is what this move says about the direction of the team, the clarity, the plan. Because it looked like the Chargers were building something new, slowly. Draft a receiver in the second round. Let Quentin Johnston develop. Give Herbert a new offense. Build the run game. But now, this throws the wide receiver room back into a weird place. Where does Keenan fit in? Is he the clear WR1 again? Is he there to help the young guys? Is he eating into someone's reps? How does that affect QJ or the rookie? Again, these are things the coaching staff will figure out. But these are valid questions, because if you're building something new, you have to be deliberate. Every move has to align. This feels like a pivot, and that's where some fans are uneasy. Also, why was he available for $8.5 million? That number surprised a lot of people. It's not nothing, but for Keenan Allen, that's a steal, especially if he can stay healthy. So, you mean to tell me no other team, including the Bears, wanted him at that number? Was there something else going on? Or did Keenan just want to come back that badly? And if so, why? That's not a criticism. It's curiosity, because this guy was traded away. That stings no matter how professional you are. He went to Chicago, did the press conferences, bought in. And now, just weeks before the season, he walks away from that? Something shifted. Either the fit wasn't right in Chicago or Keenan's heart was always still in LA. Maybe he wanted to retire a Charger. Maybe he believes in Harbaugh. Who knows? But whatever the reason, it says something, and the locker room's going to feel that too. Bringing back a guy like Keenan Allen means something in that building. To the veterans, to the rookies, to the staff. This is a loud move, even if it came in quiet. Now, let's not pretend like this doesn't change the dynamic with Justin Herbert. That's his guy. That's the safety net. That's the player he's trusted for years. You put him back on the field, and the rhythm comes back fast. That's real. But it also brings some pressure, because now expectations go up. This isn't just a developmental year. You don't bring Keenan Allen back to go 6'11" and say, well, we're still learning. This is a guy you bring back if you think you can compete. You bring him back if you think there's something here. And that's where the move sends a mixed message, because everything else this offseason was about the future. Cutting big contracts, drafting tough guys, re-establishing culture. And now you do this? Again, it's not bad. It's just complicated. And that's what fans are picking up on. There's a lot of love for Keenan Allen out there. That's not going anywhere. But there's also this wait, what reaction. Like, didn't we already move on? Wasn't this offense supposed to be different now? A Greg Roman scheme. More under center. More power run. Bigger tight ends. A new approach. How does Keenan fit into that? Does he take reps from younger guys who need to grow in that system? Does he become a third down specialist? Or is he the same featured guy we saw under Lombardi? That's what's unclear right now. And again, it's not about doubting Keenan. It's about understanding how this fits the bigger picture, the direction, the identity. Because when you start a rebuild, it's like knocking down a house. You've got to commit. You've got to be okay, living in the dust for a while. And just when it felt like the Chargers were willing to do that, they went and patched the wall back up with a guy from the old house. It doesn't mean it won't work, but it raises eyebrows. It'll be fascinating to see how this plays out in camp, how the offense adjusts, what the snap counts look like, how Keenan is used. And look, maybe this works perfectly. Maybe Keenan comes in, helps Herbert stabilize, the offense clicks, and they actually push for a playoff spot. That'd be awesome. Nobody's rooting against that, but if the offense looks disjointed or if the young receivers don't take a step forward, this move will be the first place people look, because now the pressure's back on, not just for the coaches, for the GM, for the front office, for Herbert, because now it's not a clean rebuild. Now it's a little messier, a little blurrier, and that means fewer excuses. We'll see how it plays out. But one thing's for sure, this just made the Chargers season a lot more interesting.